How many of us are truly happy in this world? I guess not many. Most of the people associate their happiness with external and materialistic things. Some people think if they have a nice house, they will be happy. Some people think if they get a promotion, they will be happy. People in business think if their business grows, their profit is heavy, or they are able to export their products, then they would be happy. And some people think if they buy a nice car, luxury, BMW, Audi, then they would be happy. I'm not too sure where the happiness ends, because it is not the materialistic things, it is not the external things, it is what is inside that determines our happiness. Hello friends, my name is Arun Bhardwaj and I am a success coach. And to illustrate the point that I made earlier, I'd like to share a story with you. Once there was a rich person who used to live in a rural area. He had a lot of lands, lot of property, and he was very, very rich, but still he was not happy. He would always feel, what happens in case my crops die during the storm or during the bad season? What happens if the property's prices nosedive? I'll become from a rich person to a poor person overnight. So he was always tense, always worried, and never was able to enjoy his wealth. So one day a saint was visiting that rural area, and people approached him for various kind of problems, and whatever solutions the saint was giving, most of the people found them to be very, very helpful, and they found relief and they were very, very happy. So the word reached this rich person as well that this saint has got mystical powers. He can give you a solution for everything and you should approach him. So the rich person goes to him and says, Saint, I'm not very happy. I have so many stress. I have so much problems in my life. So please tell me, how can I be happy? The saint smiles and says, okay, if I give you a solution, what are you willing to give to me? He says, I'll give you maybe 1,000 rupees. He says, that's all for your happiness? He says, okay, I can give you 1 lakh rupees. He says, that's all? So he says, you tell me, saint, what you want and I'll be willingly giving it to you. The saint smiles and says, I want entire wealth of yours in the form of gold coins, gold ornaments, and if you can give that to me, I'll tell you how to be happy. The rich man, he was so tense, he was so worried about his health and the unhappiness that he was going through. He did not think too much and said yes to this saint. Next day, the saint reached his house and the rich man had put a couple of bags full of gold and told the saint that this is my entire wealth. The saint put those sacks on his back and started running. The rich man was surprised what was happening. He was shocked. He didn't know how to react. But after a while, he started running after this guy. And the saint kept on running, and eventually he ran into a nearby jungle. And the rich man, even though he was tired, he did not have the fitness levels of the saint, and he didn't know how to, keep running after him. But when he saw his entire wealth was being taken away, he continued to run after him. When he reached the forest, as soon as he entered it, he found those bags which were full of gold were lying in front of him in the forest. He was so relieved, he was so thankful, and he said, oh, thank God, I have got my wealth back. I am so happy now. The saint emerges from the forest and says, have you found your happiness now? And the rich man says, yes, I am really very happy and I am very thankful to you. So the saint says the happiness was always there for you, but you fail to enjoy it, you fail to, live a happy life, and that is what I wanted to teach you. So before I take your sacks of gold away, you take these bags and run away and go back to your house and decide to be happy from today onwards. So, friends, this is the story which happens in most of our lives. We continue to run after things which we think will give us happiness, while the happiness is right within us. I hope you liked the story. If you did, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll come back to you with another story next week. Until then, take care, stay safe, goodbye.